There's a simple truth that can change anyone's life the moment they understand it. Most of what we say doesn't really add value. We talk too much, explain too much, promise too much, but we act too little. Have you noticed that? Successful people are often quiet. Strong people are often restrained. Steadfast people rarely talk about what they're going to do. They just quietly do it. Stoic philosophy has a powerful principle. Don't prove yourself with words. Let your actions do it. Yet today, so many people fall into the exact opposite trap. They talk about their goals, but never start. They outline their plans, but don't take a single step. They argue more than they build. They try to prove themselves with words instead of letting life speak for them. We talk to reassure ourselves. We talk to feel like we're doing something. But the truth is, words don't change your life, actions do. Now, imagine this. You walk into a room and see two people. The first talks endlessly about big plans, business ventures, self-improvement, life changes, but they aren't actually doing anything. The second person says very little. They quietly work, prepare, focus, and move forward steadily. A year later, you look back. Who has actually changed their life? Who do you want to become? In this noisy world, silence becomes a form of power. Silence isn't weakness. It's a sign of certainty. Silence isn't avoidance. It's a way of not wasting energy on the meaningless. Silence is how Stoics focus their will entirely on the most important thing: action. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Prove yourself with your actions, not your words." He was an emperor, yet remarkably reserved. He led through decisions, not speeches. He allowed calm and consistent action to become his strongest voice. Today, in a world where everyone wants to talk, show off, and prove themselves, those who are quiet and act the most stand out. Why? Because they are the ones who truly create change. They don't chase recognition. They don't boast for applause. They don't need to say they are strong. They just are. Here's what you need to remember right now. If you want to change your life, speak less and do more. Words are just sound. Actions leave a mark. Today, everyone is talking. Everyone wants to prove they're right. Everyone wants to show they know, they understand, they think deeply. Social media gives us an endless stage to talk and talk and talk. But here's the thing most people forget. Talking doesn't change your life. Action does. The Stoics understood this thousands of years ago. They disliked showing off and meaningless debates. They treated words as a form of energy to be conserved, only used when absolutely necessary. Epictetus said, "Be silent most of the time, and if you must speak, speak only what is necessary." This isn't outdated advice. On the contrary, it's becoming a guiding principle for anyone who wants to live peacefully amid the chaos of the digital age. Here's the problem. When you talk too much about your plans, you unintentionally create the illusion that you've made progress, when in reality, you haven't done anything. Your brain releases dopamine, making you feel satisfied, as if you've already accomplished your goals just by talking about them. This false sense of accomplishment kills motivation. That's why so many people are full of promises, but empty on results. Maybe you've been there too. Talking about how you'll change yourself. Talking about the new habits you'll start. Talking about the dreams you'll chase. And yet, nothing really happens. The Stoics don't do that. They don't talk about the path, they walk it. They don't talk about their goals, they live them every day. They let results speak for them. And here's the key. When you speak less, you force yourself to focus on action. You no longer waste energy worrying about what others think. You're no longer distracted by praise or criticism. You don't need validation from anyone but yourself. Silence makes you unpredictable. And the unpredictable person is always strong. You don't need to declare that you're changing. Let each step you take prove it. You don't need to explain that you're trying. Time will show that for you. You don't need to say you're getting better. One day, the people around you will notice without you uttering a word. The Stoics had a beautiful principle. Don't make noise about your progress. Because true progress always happens in silence. When you understand this, your life begins to shift from someone who talks a lot but achieves little into someone who acts consistently and lets results speak for themselves. Have you ever wondered, why are there people who talk about their goals every day, yet a whole year passes with no real progress? Why does everyone love to declare what they will do or achieve, but so few actually take action? The answer isn't that they're lazy, it's not that they're unintelligent. It's because talking gives a false sense of accomplishment, a psychological trap that Stoic philosophy recognized long ago. One, the brain creates fake rewards. When you declare something like, "Tomorrow I'll start working out. Next month I'll start writing a book. I'm going to completely change myself." It sounds harmless, but the brain doesn't distinguish between words and real actions. It releases dopamine, the chemical that makes you feel satisfied, making you think you've taken a big step forward. But in reality, you haven't started at all. This is why many people who talk a lot end up procrastinating, feeling empty, and failing. They burn all their motivation on talking, leaving no energy for action. 2. Humans prefer praise over change. We love the feeling of recognition. "Wow, you're so determined. You're about to do something great. Amazing, keep going." These compliments are addictive, but they make us forget that real change is a quiet, exhausting, and challenging process, not glamorous like promises sound. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do what is right without expecting praise." Stoics remind us that other people's applause is not reliable fuel. It's just a passing breeze. It won't propel your life forward. 3. We fear failure and hide in words. Talking about plans is a way to feel like we're almost doing it. It's safe. No one can judge you while you're talking. But when you start acting, reality hits, pressure rises, failure becomes possible. And that fear is exactly why many people choose words over action. They live in an imagined version of themselves, a perfect version, always ready, always preparing to do something. But that version doesn't exist. Antwichun Odin Onsif 4. Stoics choose the opposite path. They choose to dive into action, even when they aren't ready. They choose to train in silence, without boasting, announcing, or performing. They choose to let results become the only voice about them. Seneca wrote, "Don't let words hinder action. Do first, speak later, or not at all." And that's why the principle "speak less, do more" becomes a sharp weapon for the strongest people in any era. Because every minute they remain silent is a minute they move forward, leaving behind those still busy talking about the life they will live but never do. Here's a truth most people struggle to accept. Quiet action is always more powerful than loud words. It doesn't make an immediate splash. No one applauds when you quietly wake up at 5 a.m. No one cheers when you read in a dark room. No one praises you when you grind through a difficult skill for months. But these are the things that shape who you are. 1. Silence preserves energy for what matters most. Every time you announce a plan, you lose a portion of the energy that should go into action. Stoics understand that focus is humanity's most valuable asset. Epictetus said, "You become what you give your energy to." If you talk too much, energy goes into words. If you act more, energy goes into results. 2. Silence removes social pressure, so you can truly progress. When you say you'll do something, you invite external expectations. But Stoics aim to remove that judgment, focusing entirely on inner progress. No declarations, no promises, no showmanship. Only one question remains. Did you make progress today compared to yesterday? 3. Silence creates surprise, and that is power. People who talk a lot create expectations, but those who act quietly leave others guessing. They are like a bow pulled back for a long, deep stretch, then released, flying faster than anyone imagined. Think of the great figures. Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison, no boasting. But when he emerged, he changed a nation. Oprah Winfrey quietly built her media empire without flashy announcements. Warren Buffett worked silently all his life, yet every action shook the financial markets. No one becomes great by talking. They become great by doing. 4. Silence helps you conquer self-doubt. Many people talk excessively because they feel they need to motivate themselves. But Stoics know, true confidence comes from evidence, not words. When you act consistently each day, even in small ways, reading 5 pages of a book, exercising for 10 minutes, spend 15 minutes learning, write a short paragraph, improve a small skill. You are building something words alone can never create, evidence that you can. And once you have enough evidence, you no longer need to speak. You become truly strong, a person whose results speak for themselves. Most people want to become a better version of themselves, but they get stuck at one point. They talk about change more than they create change. Stoic philosophy offers a simple rule. If you can do it, then do it. If you cannot, don't speak. To embrace speak less, do more, Stoics train using 4 core principles. 1. Focus on what you can control and act there. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do what is before you. Do it with honesty, clarity, and without complaint." Stoics don't waste time talking about things they want to do, things they hope will happen, things outside their control. They speak little because words cannot change the world. Only actions can. 2. Turn action into daily rituals. For Stoics, action isn't when you feel like it. It's discipline. They create small but powerful routines. Morning, observe your inner thoughts. Midday, revisit your goals for the day. Evening, reflect. Did I act or just talk? Epictetus advised, ask yourself continuously, is this action in line with the person I want to become? Every small, repeated action builds a larger self. 3. Stay silent until results appear. Stoics have a special habit. They never announce plans before completion. Not because they are secretive, but because they understand. Speaking early creates expectations. Expectations distract. Distraction reduces action. Silence ensures energy is fully dedicated to execution. 4. Let results speak for you. A sharp Stoic reminder says, "A tree does not announce it is growing, it simply grows." A Stoic lives the same way. No boasting about change, no explaining for approval, no seeking recognition. They let results speak. Better health, calm behavior, greater efficiency, deeper thinking, a life with direction, quiet, unassuming, but stronger than any words. Now you know how Stoics speak less and do more. But how do you make this philosophy part of your daily life, rather than just theory? 1. Start each day with a commitment to act. Don't just wake up worrying about everything. Say to yourself, "Today I will act, not just talk." This internal reminder pulls your focus toward results instead of empty words. 2. Choose the 3 most important actions each day. Seneca emphasized, "It's not that we have too little time, but that we waste too much." Write down the 3 critical things you must do. Not too many, not complicated. The key is to start and finish them. 3. Track progress. Don't boast achievements. Stoics keep a journal of actions, not accolades. They write, "What did I do today? Did I speak more than act? Did my actions move me toward my goals?" Through journaling, you learn that action is the measure of value, not words. 4. Learn from failure, but keep acting. Unlike those who only talk about failure, Stoics learn and move forward. Marcus Aurelius stressed, "Only one thing makes a man fall, not acting when he can." Every time you stumble, ask, "What can I do right now? What can I learn to do better tomorrow?" Silence doesn't mean ignoring failure. It focuses energy on solutions and real action. 5. Make the philosophy instinctive. Speak less and do more becomes instinctive if you practice daily, small but consistent. Keep strategic. Silence. No boasting, no distractions. Let results speak. Strength lies in action, not explanations. One day you'll notice, people pay attention to your results more than your words. Your inner life is calm, focused, and strong. Your life is simpler, more efficient, and meaningful. If you find this Stoic philosophy valuable, like this video to support it. Subscribe to Stoic Crowned Silence for more videos on philosophy and personal growth. Comment below. Share one thing you will speak less about and do more on today. Remember, stay silent, act, and let results speak for you. That is how you build inner strength and turn each day into a solid step toward your best self.